TaxAct knows filing taxes can be confusing, so we have live experts on hand who can help answer any questions you may have. Questions like, can I claim my SUV as my home office if I answer work emails in my car? If I adopted 12 dogs this year, can I list them as dependents? And, am I doing this right, or am I doing this very, very wrong? Our experts have the answers to those questions and many others. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Last night, you spent 2 hours deciding what to wear to the party. This morning, it'll take you 2 minutes to list it on Depop and make your money back. Just grab your phone, snap a few photos, and we'll take care of the rest. The sheer dress and platform heels you'll never wear again? There's a birthday girl searching for them right now. Your one-and-done look is about to pay for your next night out. Or at least the ride home. Your style can make you cash. Start selling on Depop, where taste recognizes taste.
This podcast is the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Gundam Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the Mobile Suit Gundam series, such as the multiple timelines, mobile suits, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, pilots, to another episode of the Gundam Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Tamaria, and always with me is my good friend, Jesse.
How's it going, everybody?
And we are here to bring you a fan-requested mobile suit, which we would have done eventually, if I remembered. And today we are going over the GQuuuuuuX. And yes, I know it's pronounced GQuuuuuuX. That sounds dumb. It sounds like they're like, oh, it's a G duck. It sounds like it's a duck name. No, it's GQuuuuuuX.
No, that's the GQuuuuuuX. That's a whole separate thing.
GQuuuuuuuX. Oh, that's right. That's the GQuuuuuuuX.
That's a whole separate thing.
Oh, God. Which, am I reading this right in the English pronunciation? Is that GQuuuuuuX or GQuuuuuuX?
It's literally Quooks.
Quooks. I don't like that. GQuuuuuuX. I don't just... Yeah. When we first saw it and see the name, it's like, oh, this has to be pronounced GQuuuuuuX. Like, because it's quick, it's fast, it's a mobile, it's like, you know, it's an actual agile mobile suit. Nope, yeah. GQuuuuuuX. Whatever. So, yeah. It is also known as the Omega Gundam GQuuuuuuX. It is the titular mobile suit of the anime series Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX, and is primarily piloted by Amate Yuzuriha. Amate. Who we know as Machu.
Yeah.
Which is so much easier to say.
Also true.
So, yeah. So, with its technology and combat characteristics, the state-of-the-art mobile suit was designed for a new type. Developed by the Principality of Zeon after the One-Year War, the GMS Omega GQuuuuuuX was the result of Zeon's advanced mobile suit technology, since they reverse-engineered the RX-78-2 White Gundam, countered by Colonel Char Ansible in late UC 0079. Yeah.
Can't escape the Char.
Oh, can't stop coughing. So the GQuuuuuuX. Almost said GQuuuuuuX. GQuuuuuuX was equipped with the Psycho-Commu System Omega type, a further development of the Psycho-Commu System, which was supposed to have been prohibited as a taboo after the One-Year War. In addition to the two beam sabers and beam rifle, the suit is also equipped with a shield that could be equipped with an I-field generator, and is also equipped with a core fighter mechanism that functions as a backpack and can fly independently if separated. Yeah. Just like any other freaking mobile suit during the UC era. Let's be honest.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, moving into its armaments, has Vulcans. Shocker. So, a set of 4 Vulcan guns are located at the GQuuuuuuX's menu brim, which is the head, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
They are used to close combat defense and while also useful intercepting incoming missiles, destroying mobile sensors, and attacking lightly armed vehicles.
Need to look because I'm not actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not positive about that.
I'm pretty sure it's the head.
I think it's the sternum, actually.
Is it?
I think that's where your manubrium is.
I don't know.
It's like part of your sternum.
Oh. It's been a minute since I watched GQuuuuuuX or
Yeah.
GQuuuuuuX, whatever you want to call it.
Makes it harder.
I've only watched it once on top of that, so it doesn't stay in my mind too often. Yeah. So it's Beam Saber, so the GQuuuuuuX, whatever, is armed with a pair of beam sabers for melee combat, with their hilts featuring unique ring-shaped guards, which are stored in the rear waist armor. When non-used, the beam sabers emit high-energy monoscopic particles from an E-cap within the handle and contains them in the blade-shaped eye field. The resulting blade of superheated particles is able to cut through almost any material not treated with an anti-beam coating. The beam saber's E-caps are recharged when the mobile suit's reactor, when the weapon from the mobile suit's reactor when the weapon is stored. So, its beam rifle is the primary weapon for it. That's it. We don't have any specifics on the beam rifle. It does have a Tomonosku Heat Hawk, which is an axe-shaped close-quarter combat weapon. It uses superheated blade to cut through the armor of an enemy mobile suit or vehicles. The thermal energy is generated by the power output of the GQuuuuuuX's thermonuclear reactor and relayed through the MS hands. The Heat Hawk is a replica of the standard MS-06 Zaku Heat Hawk created by the private company, which is not part of the GQuuuuuuX's standard armament. It was instead taken from the Jezi Zaku of the Pomatarians clan. It features a much larger head, longer piping, and a shorter handle compared to the standard Heat Hawk.
Pomeranians, by the way.
Pomeranians.
Like the little yappy dog.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Them. Yeah, this is like the first weapon you see or use that Mashu uses with the GQuuuuuuX because it didn't have any of its other armaments yet.
Yeah.
So its shield is mounted on the left forearm. The shield serves as the mobile suit's main defensive weapon. It is equipped with an eye field for blocking beam attacks. The shield can also be used to deflect heat away from the mobile suit during atmospheric re-entry.
Nice.
Much like most mobile suits use the shield for.
Yeah.
So, and then it has its eye field generators, and when Minovsky particles are released into the air or into open space, the positive and negative particles spontaneously align themselves into three-dimensional cubic lattice. Due to the repulsive and electrostatic forces between the Minovsky particles, this lattice functions as a kind of force field, which it refers to as an eye field. The field had difficulty permeating the conductive materials like metal, water, and plasma, and has exerted a repulsive force against megaparticles, allowing it to deflect enemy megaparticle beams. Due to the high power requirements, the eye field generator originally could only be installed in large mobile weapons. When the generator was active, the eye field formed an invisible barrier around the mobile weapon, protecting it from the incoming beam attacks. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then, now we have the special equipment and features. It has a core fighter, which I don't know if I've gotten far in the series to where I see this. The GQuuuuuuX is equipped with a core fighter, which houses the mobile suit's cockpit, control systems, and thruster backpack. The core fighter can be ejected in a case of emergency and functions independently as a fighter, and it can function in space, air, and in water. We have dummies. So thanks to the Minovsky particle interference, warfare in the Universal Century era relies heavily on visual sensors, which can be tricked by inflatable decoys that mimic mobile suits, asteroids, and even warships. Yep.
That's hilarious.
Because, God, yeah. Minovsky particles, man. And then we have the Edaman unit, or Omega
Endymion.
Psychocom. What?
Endymion.
Endymion? Whatever
Mhm.
that is.
It's like Greek.
Oh. Alright, well, okay. The Endymion unit, commonly known as Omega Psychocom, was a refined and compact version of the Alpha Psychocom system, but where the Alpha type only controlled remote weapons, the Omega type enabled the pilot to control the mobile suit with brainwaves alone. The Omega Psychocom could further enhance the pilot's reaction times and consequently the mobile suit's performance, but it can only be activated by a pilot with strong new type power, like any other mobile suit or Gundam.
Yeah.
Activation of the Omega Psychocom system involved 2 steps. Firstly, the Psychocom system boot device / limiter activation key was inserted into a dedicated slot on the right side of the cockpit. Secondly, the pilot must have strong psycho waves to interact and unlock the system. Once it has been activated, their strengths and that double as the head blade antenna are released, and an interface of the brainwaves control appear in the cockpit, but the mobile suit switched to a Psychocom controlled drive mode. What makes the Edaman unit unique, that is created with OP arts, out of place artifacts, an archaeologically term referred to objects that should not belong to that time period from the other side. Similar to Rose of Sharon, designed to intimately create a Zeknova phenomenon, it displays sentience several times, including having a voice. Meaning, they use parts from a separate timeline.
Yeah.
Because this entire series is a multiversal, like, hippie dream.
Yeah. Welcome to the what if.
Yeah. It's a what if story.
Welcome to Gundam What If.
It's a what if story with really awkward designs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, they were like...
I mean, I know it's the Evangelion team doing the designs and everything for the series, but my God. Like, I don't like the design of the mobile suits.
I like some of them.
So,
Not
like,
all of them.
I like the GQuuuuuuX, because that one, like, actually looks good. I
like the GQuuuuuX.
I don't like the white or red Gundam. They're too fat.
I'm not a big fan of those two.
And almost I hate the Zaku's.
I kind of like.
Why do they have thick thighs? Why?
Yeah.
What's the point?
I kind of like them though.
Okay.
It's chunky to have chunkiness to them. I don't know.
Fair enough, I guess.
Chunky for chunky's sake.
And then it also has the Omega Psychocom Overdrive. So when the Omega Psychocom limiter is authorized or authenticated and then destroyed, the pilot has direct and unrestricted control of Omega Psychocom system. All safety systems is disabled. The 2 ports of the cockpit ceiling will open and lower a separate set of controls, while the suit's knees and shoulders will generate a miniature Zeknovas. In this mode, it will be used to get around the time freeze induced by Zeknova phenomenon when the miniature Zeknovas can block giant beam sabers. So it literally creates alternate reality time distortion barriers, essentially.
Yeah.
From the energy between the different times and space. Like, it's weird. This suit's weird.
I mean, they were like, hey, what if we turn A some things?
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, right. Oh, and I went to theaters to see the first 3 episodes. By the way, they actually did that better than what they did in what they had on Amazon. Because, like,
yeah, that's fair.
If you went and saw it in theaters, episode 2, then 1 to 3 happen. Because episode 2 is the Char episode where we find out the origins of the White Gundam and the Red Gundam.
Yeah.
And then it goes to episode 1 where we, get introduced to Machu and all those characters. And then episode 3 where she actually finally uses it.
Yeah.
To where it's what they
where it actually makes sense.
Yeah, what I don't get why Shars was in between, like the present day.
I didn't
stuff.
quite understand that.
It was weird, but whatever. With that though, let's take a quick mid break. Thank our listeners, and we'll be right back.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks, or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Tap the banner to learn more and get a quote at USAA.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return, but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do? My refund, though. I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
All right. Welcome to the Midley Show. We're talking about everything with the podcast. There's nothing to do with the lore of Gundam. Here, we're going to thank all our amazing listeners. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And if you too want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/GundamLoreCast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. You can also leave us ratings and reviews on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. Read it out loud next time on the show, which I think we have an Apple one today, actually.
Nice.
I believe it's by the GB4 fan. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
5 stars. Could you please make an episode about the Red Gundam, preferably the one from the GQuuuuuuX? Which, eventually, yeah. Well, we just are now doing the GQuuuuuuX, so might as well.
You know what's funny is 73% of the time we say eventually, we do it next week.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. That's facts. But you can also find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net and my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcast in Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that we would host, which are the Dragon Ball Lorecast, Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. Yeah. As far as news goes, I don't know. Is there any news, Jesse?
See anything massive?
Yeah, I haven't really seen anything like that. I mean, they keep promoting stuff for the Apex Legends crossover collaboration event they're doing right now. The F91 BC or BU version is being added to Battle Operations, I just saw. And then they also are adding the Blue Destiny side story as a historical stages in SD Gundam G Generations. I do know that because I've been playing that more.
Yeah, and yeah, that's about all I've got right now. I mean, Gundam Hathaway coming soon, still, but
oh yeah, I forgot the Cersei's, right? That part. Yeah.
Volume 6 of Gundam Despair Memory Gundam sequel is now out. Yeah, that's about it though.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, let's get back into more of the GQuuuuuuX. GQuuuuuuX. That one.
This episode is brought to you by Fandango. People say fans are too distracted these days, but the truth is, when a great movie hits the screen, you show up, you stay glued, invested, part of the story. And without fans like you, there'd be no cinema magic, no shared moments. So head to Fandango.com to get tickets, stream, or rent or buy top movies and series. Fandango loves fans.
People are full of surprises, especially when you travel together. Thankfully, Vrbo is not. When you book a Vrbo, you get Vrbo Care and 24/7 live support, so your house doesn't surprise you like your friends might. If something's not as described or doesn't work, Vrbo's there. Real people, real support, anytime. Book today on the Vrbo app If you know, you Verbo. Terms apply. See verbo.com/trust for details.
So now the history of the GQuuuuuuX, whatever, which is very substantial. And if you have not gone and watched the show, spoilers ahead of time now.
Big.
So in UC 0085, the GQuuuuuuX was assigned to Lieutenant Colonel Chalia Bull's Sodan Fleet as authorized by Xeon High Command at Grandania, on condition that the Psychocom system Omega type was not to be used. Despite said orders, Chalia gave Second Lieutenant Xavier Olivet the Omega Psychocom activation key and ordered him to sortie the GQuuuuuuX in search of the missing Red Gundam and its pilot Char Anzabal, which has been tracked down to the Izumi colony at Side 6. Yeah. Xavier tries to contact the Red Gundam, but was attacked instead, leading to a fight, and would attempt to activate Omega Psychocom system to gain an advantage, but would fail to do so, forcing the GQuuuuuuX to tackle the Red Gundam and crash it inside the colony. After a brief fight inside the colony that sees the GQuuuuuuX destroy the Red Gundam's bits, the GQuuuuuuX becomes unresponsive, forcing Xavier to hide in the mobile suit inside the colony's underground tunnel network to escape Site 6's police Zaku armored RRU types. Yeah, the freaking thick thighs.
The only thing I don't like about the Zaku's from GQuuuuuuX is they have a dick thruster for no apparent reason.
Oh my god, they do. I forgot about that.
That's the part that I don't like.
It's because it's Evangelion.
It's a little odd. But
Yeah,
that's
Evangelion's odd. Go watch Evangelion.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
So, Izumi residence, Machu, I'm not, it's her, Amate. Having been caught in the crossfire, hijacks the unattended GQuuuuuuX hidden underground by jumping into the cockpit and manages to activate the Omega Psychocom just in time to defeat the military police, Zaku using the Zaku's Heat Hawk. After a brief chase where the GQuuuuuuX is ejected into space by a military police Zaku, the GQuuuuuuX manages to defeat the pursuing Zaku out in space and then escapes the Pomeranian's hideout. Yeah. She escapes the dogs. I mean, that's what they are.
Tracer like them.
The GQuuuuuuX would be studied by the Pomeranian's technicians and made to become the group's main mobile suit for the use of clan battles to replace their personal Zaku that was damaged in the previous attack. Machu would pilot the GQuuuuuuX again in her first clan battle alongside Suji Ito's Red Gundam against the four snake pairs of Zakus, four Snake Eyes pair of Zakus, where despite the inexperience, the ad hoc teamwork of both Gundam pilots would carry the team to victory. Woohoo! As part of the Pomeranians, the GQuuuuuuX, along with the Red Gundam, would continue to rack up victories in clan battles. However, during the battle against the CRS clan, led by ex-Federation Ice pilot Shiko Sugai and her custom Gelgoog, the GQuuuuuuX would end up being sidelined due to Machu's inexperience, with Sugai and her MAV attempting to destroy the Red Gundam. Which, I'm trying to remember what she looked like. Oh, it's her. Okay. In the next clan battle versus the Binaries clan made up of former Black's TriStar members, the GQuuuuuuX ends up with being piloted by Nan, who substitutes for Machu due to the leader being held up by Xavier. During the battle, the Omega Psychocom inexplicably responds to Nan, allowing her to finally pilot the GQuuuuuuX to its fullest, giving her the edge needed to prevail against their opponents, much to Machu's shock. Oh boy, was it. Machu goes on a freaking whole, rampage and against that. It's, oh god.
is not happy about it at all.
No, she is not. So the primary leaders, Angie, cuts a deal with Chalia to return both the GQuuuuuuX and the Red Gundam and disclose Suji's whereabouts after spying on Machu in exchange for a large bounty. Machu later overhears Anqui's plan to turn over both Gundams and quietly works with Nan to plan their escape with Suji. Nan again pilots the GQuuuuuuX and begins escaping Side 6 with Suji during their clan battle with the 12 Olympians clan. However, the battle was a ruse to assassinate Corellia Zabi. Shocker. She dies in like every timeline.
Yeah.
She's also terrible. Which led to their plan being ruined. Neon decides to abandon their plan, urging Suji to escape with her, leaving Machu behind. Just then, the Red Gundam triggers another Zeknova and vanishes, taking Suji along with it. Machu is labeled a terrorist by the military police and tries to flee the deserted GQuuuuuuX, which begins to react to her frustrations. However, she is ultimately captured by Chalia, who takes both Machu and the GQuuuuuuX into custody aboard the Soden. Yeah. Chalia, though, is like, he's pretty chill, like, through the entire series. He's like a very chill, laid-back person.
Especially for, like,
for someone
he is.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a villain, essentially, but he's not. He's just kind of there.
Say what now?
He's just kind of vibes.
Yeah. Well, and like also in the standard like normal continuity, he's dead.
Yeah.
Like he dies. So Machu receives help from the unknown benefactor, allowing her to escape the Soden and descend to Earth in the GQuuuuuuX. The mobile suit detaches its core fighter for her safely as it crashes into the ocean. After she landed, she is taken to a brothel for recovery. Later, Machu returns to the core fighter, dives into the ocean and finds the GQuuuuuuX next to a massive craft. As she retrieves the mobile suit and surfaces, Chalia and the Soden arrive to apprehend her. It's weird. She's taken to a brothel. Really? Is that... So Aminet trains with Chalia for her first proper military engagement. Xeon unveils its new solar ray when Corellia eliminated her brother Giran. She takes command of the Yamato.
It was one of the ones that has a weird name.
That's
nose.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't even know.
I don't know.
They have really weird names in this series on top of that.
Yeah.
So, Chalia orders Machu and the GQuuuuuuX to reawaken the Rose of Sharon within the solar array. Machu attacks the G-Freed to free Lala soon, trapped in the Rose of Sharon by dismantling the GQuuuuuuX's Sakukam limiters. Yeah, so Lala's not dead.
Very confusing.
It's so series is confusing. The GQuuuuuuX breaches the time freeze barrier around the Rose, severing its mechanical arm connected to Yagamato, whatever, however you say this, which creates a shockwave that slams both the GQuuuuuuX and the G-Freed against the chamber walls. Meanwhile, Machu and Nan intercept a standoff between Char and Corellia, prompting Char to escape with Machu, who reveals that he has entrusted the Red Gundams to Suji and plans to have the Rose of Sharon disappear, quote-unquote, to prevent future further chaos. Machu stops Char in the GQuuuuuuX, attempting to intervene. In response, Suji pulls Machu and Char into an ethereal realm, revealing his intent to protect Layla, and that he comes from another universe. Suji announces that he must annihilate their world as a white mobile suit materializes from his own universe. So Suji's from the original continuity.
Yeah.
Somehow. So weird. It's like I have to destroy this world in this timeline.
And the white suit that he spawns is the OG RX-78.
Yeah, and it's massive.
Yeah.
Like, massive compared to the other mobile suits.
Yes.
So Machu, determined to protect Layla, battles Suji in the Gundam. During the fight, Machu and Yan reconcile through the Kira Kira and join forces against Suji, just as Suji's Gundam nearly destroys the Rose of Sharon. Machu intervenes. Chalia and Char discuss about the GQuuuuuuX, a unique mobile suit made from the OOP arts from another realm, designed to independently generate Zeknova phenomena separate from the Red Gundam, known as the Endymion. Machu pleads for Lala's independence. Layla, God, I keep saying Layla, independence, and moved by her resolve and new type power, Suji concedes. The two passionately share a kiss just as Layla awakens, thanks Machu and unleashes a Zeknova and envelops them all, Suji, Layla, and the Yokomatho, before disappearing. To where they would go back to their original timeline?
Yes.
It's weird. This entire series is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, oh god. Anyway, notes and trivia to get that headache out of my head. The name GQuuuuuX is based on Quux, QUX, a common syntactical variable in computer programming. Sure. Alright. The GQuuuuuX is the first main character Gundam that is not explicitly referred to as a Gundam in marketing, as all of its promotional material and merchandise is only referred to as the GQuuuuuX and not the Gundam GQuuuuuX, contrast to the Gundam G Self from Gundam Reganista and G, in which the Gundam name promptly displayed alongside the given name. So it's normally is in that series is G Self. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Not Gundam G Self. It's just G Self.
Right.
The GQuuuuuX is the first Gundam type model suit to feature Vulcan guns and at the manabrum instead of the forehead collars or chest area. Because Evangelions are weird.
Yeah.
Their designs are weird. Cool, but weird. So, according to the show's director, the main Gundam series besides 0079 that inspired him to be working on the Gundam GQ were War in the Pocket and F91. It was also stated that he created the series as a very Gundam-inspired show, dismissing the speculation that Anno and other Gainax Karia staff members created Gundam GQuuuuuX as a heavily Evangelion-inspired anime. Which it is very Gundam. It's more Gundam than it is Evangelion.
It's literally only the aesthetic is Evangelion.
Yeah, it's the aesthetic and the designs of the suits is where it's like Evangelion-esque. Everything else is still Gundam. Yeah. Very heavy Gundam. So the way that the GQuuuuuX and other have another present that has protect and guide its pilot, along with opening its jaws when in overdrive mode, calls back the EVA-01 in Neon Genesis Evangelion. Interestingly, this seems to contradict that the director said previously denied any influence from Evangelion on the show, which we know. He directed Evangelion. There's going to be Evangelion inspirations, without a doubt. It was also noted that GQuuuuuX is also technically the only gun to ever roar in the same manner as an EVA-01. I don't remember that part. I'll have to watch that. The Gundam GQuuuuuX has many similarities to the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. Both mobile suits have a head that transforms between two modes, a standard mode, which is the default with their V-fins retracted and close to the head's contour, and the dual-eyed sensor hidden, and at the secondary mode where their V-fins extend outwards and reveal their Gundam face, while their enhanced new type systems activate. Both mobile suits have transformable cockpit with additional controls that reveal during the secondary mode, and both grant their pilots the ability to control the mobile suit via thought alone. Yeah, it's Psychocom. That's why. And being the sister unit to the G-Freed, their subsequently relationship dissimilar to that of the Unicorn, and the sister unit, the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam 02 Banshee. And then due to the presence of sentience, it is implied that the O parts are used to create Omega Psychocom, and these Psycho Frame, as both technology allow powerful new types to control the mobile suits with brainwaves alone. And the GQuuuuuuX appears in the Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme Versus series as a 2,500 cost unit. Aside as its main weapons, Machu can temporarily enter Omega Psychocom Overdrive to increase her performance, and summon Yan's G-Freed as her support. The GQuuuuuuX was voted the most popular 2,500 cost unit in the Gundam Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme Versus 2 Infinite Boost.
You talk about suits that look like they're Evangelion inspired. The Freed.
The Freed, yeah. Yeah,
Right.
oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that is heavily inspired by Neon Evangelion, without a doubt. So, there you have it. There's the GQuuuuuuX. Whatever. GQuuuuuuX.
Yay.
Woohoo! We did it!
We are getting through these pro tag suits ever so slowly.
Ever so slowly. It's just kind of, what ones have we not gone over?
I don't know. I made a list of all of them, and I kind of been forgetting to check them off. So I'm gonna have to go back and do that, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Do you have any final thoughts on the GQuuuuuuX?
Not on that specifically, but I did just want to warn everybody that we will not be recording next week.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're gone. I forgot about that. So yeah, let y'all know now. So I only have to do 3 shows next week instead of 5. Woohoo!
And then,
yay!
For anybody that listens to Dragon Ball, it's this week that we're missing that, correct?
Correct. We'll be back next week for Dragon Ball. So you'll miss Gundam will not be next week, but you'll have a Dragon Ball episode.
Yeah.
So go listen to that, or you can listen to both of us on there with Steven and talk about, we're going to go over transformations.
Fantastic.
And there's 3 parts, because I did not know there was that many transformations in Dragon Ball. There's a lot. And part 1 is just Saiyans and Namekians. Because they have enough on their own.
So many.
So, all right, everybody. Well, thank you again for listening to the Gundam Lorecast. And remember, pilots, stay safe out there. Thank you for listening to the Gundam Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share how you got into the Gundam series, and you can even find us on Twitter at Gundam Lorecast, and even email us at gundamlorecast@outlook.com.